But for now, while you are watching, I do want to talk about 4 things that I like to tell my side hustle people. And I'm calling the mile, running the mile of a side hustle. The first thing is your mindsets, then your ideas, your lifestyle, and the effort that you put in. And this is generally how I like to live life, right? You need to have the right mindset to build a side hustle. That means you can't be tired all the time. You have to exercise. You have to do the things that make you a whole person. Your whole life can't be about business and your side hustle. Then ideas, 2 kinds of ideas that I like to talk about. The first is the ideas that you have to put out into the world, your side hustle ideas, your $1 million idea, that thing that you always thought you wish someone made. That's the ideas you're putting out. Then the ideas that you take in, the things you read, the people you listen to, your worldview, these things matter. If you are feeling stuck and stagnated with your ideas, you need to change your input, and that will change your output. Read different books. If you read the same books that everybody else is reading, you're going to have the same ideas that everybody else is having. Then we need to move on to lifestyle. The kind of lifestyle you have dictates how much time and attention you can put into a side hustle. If you work 12 hours a day at your full-time job, you spend 3 hours watching TV, you spend an hour with your kids, feeding them, putting them to bed, you play with your dogs for an hour, you've run out of time in your day. You don't have time for a side hustle. So you need to think about the things you're willing to sacrifice from your week to put into a side hustle. You can't have it all. You have to figure out what's going to work. And then the last thing is the effort. I often hear startup founders say to me, you know, Nic, my unique selling proposition is I work harder than everybody else. That's just not true. You cannot work harder than the 18-year-old who has no responsibility, no kids, no wife, no husband, no anything, and is willing to work 20 hours a day and sleep for 4. What happens to your work hard theory when someone works harder than you? What you have to do is figure out how much effort you can put into your side hustle and how relevant that is to your goals. Added to effort is expectation. If you expect to start a side hustle, to work 2 hours a day on it, and to become a multi-millionaire within the space of a month, you're screwed. It's never going to work. You need to figure out how much time and effort you can afford to put into a side hustle, and then balance that with your expectations of what you want to get out of the side hustle. If you are trying to work a full-time job and work a full-time side hustle, it's never going to work. It's just not how it works. My definition of a side hustle is something that adds to your existing income stream. And if 2020 taught us anything, it's that nothing is safe anymore. You need to diversify, you need to have multiple sources of income, and you need to get to grips with your own financial future. And starting a side hustle is a really good way to do that if you do it correctly, which means slowly, with patience, and with consistency. So that's what I'm going to leave you with: M.I.L.E, your mindset, your ideas, your lifestyle, and the effort that you're willing to put into your side hustle.